Hello everybody, I'm Oliver Hines, aka Diamond Ross from metalunderground.com. It's indeed an honour to say we're here with Doro Pesch. Being English, you think I'm used to royalty, nevertheless you've just done an amazing show. And it's great because I saw you a few months ago at Bloodstock. That was amazing as well. And it's good because it's a different set. I mean, last time it was very warlock heavy. Obviously this time you do like ruins and the arsehole and so forth. But like, the new material sounds amazing.
Oh, good. It was the first time that we ever played Blood, Sweat, Rock and Roll. And
it was great. Everybody around me stood. By the time this chorus came around for the second time, they all knew it. It was great to see.
That was good. We were all so excited about it, and then when everybody sang along, that was great.
No, it really was amazing. But of course that's from the new album, the double album, Forever Warriors, Forever United. So it's been 6 years since Raise Your Fist, so quite a lot of material's built up, I'd imagine.
Totally. But we always put out a release every year, like DVDs. That was like two and a half years to make, to collect all the things, and to cut all the nice pictures, and so that was like 2.5 years straight doing the DVD, and then always some special releases, and then we started songwriting about it. And this new one took about 2.5 years. And it's always, it's always a long time. To really get it, like right, it sounds right, and all the right songs. And then we had so many songs, I thought, it's really nice, a double album for the first time.
Absolutely, I mean, a lot of, when you've got that fire, if you like, it's hard to put it out.
Yeah, exactly.
I know if it was, I think the first song we wrote was Living Life to the Fullest. Obviously.
I got my favorite t-shirt. And that was actually, that's when everything started. There was actually a song for Lemmy, and I wrote it actually in the plane. I was on my way to his funeral, and Mickey D was in the same plane, and the whole atmosphere was like, kind of like everybody was so sad. And then this melody came to my mind. I thought, man, I want to write a song for Lemmy. And I was living out to the fullest, and I called my engineer. I said, I want to record it right away. And I went actually to Hamburg. There's a great guy working with Andreas Bruns, his name is the ex-guitar player of Saxon. And we have good like friendship and work relationship for the last, I guess, 20 years. I said, this song is so important to me, I want to record it right away. And and he knew how important it was, because he wrote with me It Still Hurts, the last duet we did together with Lemmy on our last album, Raise Your Fist. So we recorded it, and then it all started. And I had some more ideas and some ideas to write some songs purely for the fans. One song is called Soldier of Metal, and that's one of my favorite songs on the album. And I sent it to our painter, Jeffrey Gillespie. He's the one who's doing all the artwork and paintings.
It's very striking artwork.
Yeah, you like it? Good.
I've bought the t-shirt, so.
Good. I wanted to have something like a Mad Max kind of, like style. And Jeff Gillespie, he was the one who did Triumph and Agony, the album cover. Ever since, I always called him. So I think you did a great job. But,
that's the album I always play for anybody. It's I don't know Doro, or when you listen to Triumph and Agony. You'll like the rest of it, but this is the one stuff. But
and it's great to be back here, because exactly. In 1987, we took here in the UK, and actually all over Europe, Italy and Germany and Spain, but it was the same one.
It's always nice to welcome you back. So, but speaking of the new album, there's a lot of guests on there. And it's like a who's who of metal. You like Jeff Waters, Chuck Billy, so many people. But the one that stood out to me was Helge Schneider. And I couldn't believe it when I read that. I'm like, the guy that did Kaiserburg in voiced the Kaifer, I think it's called. I probably pronounced that wrong.
But you do pretty good. It's like, it's actually, he's a jazz jazz musician. He plays all the instruments. He's one of these like great talents who can just play everything. And he played on this festival in Germany, in Mannheim. And I saw him in the corner of my eyes. He was standing there, and I thought I couldn't believe it. And and then after the show, I said, "Hey, hi, what are you doing here?" He said, "I'm playing here tomorrow because this city they support all kinds of music, which I love, like, metal and hardcore, and some jazz and all." So he said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Yeah, we're just recording a new record." And he said, "Okay, if you need me, call me." And I said, "Helga, I have a song. We actually have like a little saxophone solo. It's between guitar solo and saxophone solo. Would you want to play the saxophone?" He said, "Sure." So 2 weeks later, he came to our studio. And my band members were there, and we were on the floor laughing because he's so funny. He has this really dry kind of humor, and I had to translate, everything, and it was, we were like, tears were rolling out of our eyes because it was funny, but he played great as well. So, he was really,
I have a friend from Darmstadt, and his brother goes there every Helge Schneider show.
Yeah.
So when I posted his Gib Rice on Facebook years ago, and my friend's like, "How the hell do you know Helge Schneider?" He goes, "You can't speak German." I'm like, "No, I have to. It's funny."
Yeah, he is funny. It's funny. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and one special guest, which was very dear to me, Bowl Dane.
Yes.
From Sanctuary and Nevermore, and it was actually my first long big America tour with Megadeth and Sanctuary in '88. It was the Triumphant Agony album as well. We always stayed friends, and then last year I saw him in Wacken, and I said, "Hey, boy, we have this song. It's called All for Metal. You want to, sing on it, and be our video?" And he said, "Yeah." So we had a great chat, and I had fun recording it. So it was great.
It makes it that much more special.
Yeah.
Obviously, it adds like a sad element to it as well.
Totally.
But at the same time, it is all about us all coming together.
Yeah.
And this is going to sound bad, but it's almost nice to have them on there because it's the voices that have left us. So now,
the spirit voice.
Yeah.
And he was actually, he came to my 30th anniversary. And no, it was the 25th anniversary. We got so many anniversaries. It was our 25th anniversary, and he had the longest plane ride, like I think 50 hours. He was changing planes, so 50 hours just to sing one song with us. And he celebrated it one time in Düsseldorf, where I'm from. And he came and sang the truest deal with us, and I thought, wow, 50 hours in the plane, and then going back to Seattle. And I thought, wow, that was that's cool.
If we can go to your earlier works a little bit, my absolute favourite Doro song is Bad Blood. I love Bad Blood.
Oh, really?
And it's like, I was like, maybe I'll hear it tonight.
Yeah.
So that was the same Bloodstock, maybe I'll hear it tonight. Maybe in March when you come back.
Yeah, okay, would you like that?
I'd love that. That's my favourite.
Yeah.
Part of the reason why it's my favourite is because it has that great timeless message of unity as an umbrella term, anti-racism, anti-fascism. And nowadays it almost, unfortunately, seems more true than ever because we're seeing all this.
And I remember, I think it was voted by the MTV viewers like best anti-racism video in 1983, and they played the video like over and over, and I filled in for Vanessa Warwick doing some Headbangers Ball.
Okay.
I remember that, and because when she went, to have a little vacation, she called me and she said, "You guys, you want to fill in?" I thought, "Oh yeah," so it was exactly the same time. I think it was a pretty cool video too.
I really do.
Yeah, we definitely played next time. But being a special guest, you have 45 minutes, so it's just 8-9 songs,
You've got two new albums as well as this, that Immigration Business, that's up there with Bad Blood and I Will Ruin, so it's like songs you have to play now.
And of course, We Are, and Burning Witches I always love because it was the first record, it was the first time that I ever played in the UK, and so Yeah, but you will definitely hear bad blood on the next
I can't
tour.
not go now, I have to go.
Yeah, you have to go. Yeah,
And then cancel holidays or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it's 2 shows, London or Manchester.
That's
March. I think 12th of March is Manchester, 13th of March London, Underworld. I'm really excited.
It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, we play a long show.
Good.
And I always ask the fans, they can call out songs they want to hear, so they're always happy to do it.
Excellent. Well, while we're talking of Burning the Witches anniversaries, it's the 35th anniversary now of Burning the Witches. How was it?
You were.
Sorry. There you go.
Yeah,
But I look older. I look happy. Anyway.
You look good. You look great. And
Did you hear that?
Yeah, he's yeah, she thinks that too. I think metal definitely, always kept us young and going.
Absolutely.
Jumping around, headbanging. It's the best workout,
Yeah. Do you think if Forever Warriors, Forever United wasn't being released this year, you would have, for example, played Burning the Witches in full or something like that? A lot of bands now are playing albums in full.
We did. Last year we started playing the Triumph and Agony album in its entirety, and it was pretty cool. And we did some big festivals like Sweden Rock and all, and I love that. But the Burning the Witches album, it didn't cross my mind, but I think that's a good idea. Maybe to have like 2 or favorite records.
Yeah, why not?
But now we want to, of course, start our world tour, and it was actually today, it was the first gig of this Forever Warriors, Forever United world tour, so we will probably play next year only Forever Warriors, Forever United, and maybe squeeze in some Triumph and Agony shows again, and then do something. Burning the Witches would be good.
Yeah, it would be great. I mean, it always goes down well live because it is such it's like a firework, it just goes off.
Yes, yeah. And I think even the band with the Heart Tune, we played it a couple of years ago, and that was so soulful, and people started to really get teary eyes, and that was actually our first band ever, but it was amazing. I like the heavy stuff, the hardcore aggressive, and I like the super,
This thing is, I'm not being a sycophant, but you do both so well. There's the anthems like Bad Blood and We Are, and then you've got the ballads like Kiss Me Goodbye and Love Me in Black, and they're beautiful songs. They're really beautiful songs, like beyond a rock ballad.
I thought you would say Beyond the Trees. That was another really nice one.
There you go.
I like it all. Whatever feels good. Whatever.
Well, one last thing I wanted to ask you about, and you've probably been asked 100,000 times, is that we're now seeing more women than ever in heavy metal. And for the most part, a lot of the best heavy metal now is created by women. We have Nervosa from Brazil, Björka from Denmark, and so many other really amazing female metal musicians now. When you were starting out, did you feel it was always going to be male dominated, or you would be fighting forever kind of thing?
You know what, I always felt really comfortable. I was never a fight. I always had a great connection with the metalheads right away. And sometimes, I felt a little lonely, but it was always cool. And actually, there were some great women doing it. I was always, friends with girls' school, and, Lita Ford, Lee Aaron, and one band I love from the UK, it was Rock Goddess.
Oh yeah.
And Jodie
They're
Turner.
back.
Yeah, they're back. I'm so happy, and I met Jodie Turner a couple of years ago in London.
Sweet.
And I told her that I was I love her so much, and that song My Angel as well. I have my own radio show. It's in Germany. It's once a month. And I always can play stuff that I really like, and I just played, My Angel, Rock Goddess, and I did a show with all female, friends and musicians, and it was actually pretty cool. And in the 80s there were some great bands, and of course Ann Wilson of Heart. I thought she had like one best voice, and yeah, and I think there were some great women doing it. And of course now it's much better balanced. And you know, I'm a big fan of Arch Enemy, and you know, and yeah, Battle Beast. I love so many, you know, like bands. But to me, my role models, they were all men in the 80s. Usually it was Rob Halford, like I know that shirt you have on, Rob Halford, David Coverdale, Ronnie James Dio, Lemmy, Bruce Dickinson, and you know, everybody. And you know, I think it doesn't matter. You know, I never thought it's such a big female. Just it's music. I think metal is above that all.
Absolutely.
But I was always treated really good. You know, really good. No problems.
And deservedly so. Well, thank you very much for taking time to speak.
Thank you so much. It was great, Ollie. Yeah, all the best metalheads here in the UK.